farmers, it's Monday the 2nd of September and we're back with some mods. So first up is Small Farmhouse. This is by Bettinelli Lucas, 16.55 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of them in a construction menu and, as you can imagine, under buildings and farmhouses. So there we are, 35 grand each. Obviously they are a sleep trigger and a wardrobe. You go for whichever one you want. I mean, you go for the whitewash one, or you go for the exposed brick. Oh, is it exposed brick if it's outside? Brick style. There you are. So you've got the rendered one, or you've got the brick one. Entirely up to you. Now, you can't go in either of them, so it is just a decoration, we'll put it that way. But round the back at the steps, you've got your sleep trigger, and then down the side there, by the park bench, you've got your wardrobe. I mean, who gets changed at a park bench? But alright, fair enough. And again, obviously that's the same for the white one. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't take up that much space. Very nice. Right, next up is Well Water. This is by Ian Mudding, 0.27 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in a construction menu and under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll along to find this one, because it's going to be right down here. There you are. Grand to place down, so nice and cheap. And obviously it's somewhere to fill up your vehicles with water. Yeah, like a little... I mean, to be fair, that looks more like a hand pump. I mean, you don't get any options to actually pump it by hand, mind you. So you just fill up your tank or whatever. But, yeah, very nice. Right, next up is Fluid Tank. This is by Soulless Modding. 1.43 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them in a construction menu and under buildings and containers. Now, I will say one thing about it. I mean, they do look good, right? But the thing is, there's not anything to distinguish between them, because they're all going to hold different things. So just be a little bit careful on that one. So first up, you've got one that's going to hold liquid fertilizer. Now, these all hold 52,710 litres, and they're all going to cost 12.5 grand. So we've got this one. That was liquid fertilizer. We then got that one, which is milk tank. We've then got that one, which is herbicide. That one's going to hold diesel. And then that one on the end is going to hold your water. Now, obviously, if you come up and you've got your field info on, and you get close enough, it does tell you which tank it is. So obviously that's the liquid fertilizer one. A little bit closer, there you are. So now placed them that close together is telling me both, but alright, fair enough. I mean, you can't change the colour either, but alright, fair enough. You got the loading in point this side. You got your taking out point that side, so you will need to fill them up yourself, so you can't come and buy the stuff in. Yeah, I'd just say make sure you remember which one you put down and where you put it. Right, next up is Wholesale. This is by LS Factory Mods, 5.79 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under productions and sell points, because obviously it's a wholesale sell point. Sort of name gives it away. So we'll scroll along a touch, because it's down this end. There we are. So 90 grand to place down. And it's saying there that it's going to take wood. Oh, it's not going to take just wood. It's going to take all sorts. So obviously you come over here like that. I mean, you can't go in the building, so it is just a sell point in that sense. Sell all your stuff here. So your loose stuff, your pallets, that all goes into that one. Then you come down the back, or around the front, depends on how you placed it down. You've got your sell wood icon and put your wood in there. Fair enough indeed. Now, apparently, according to the website, it says, regardless of whether you produce grain, dairy products, meat, vegetables, or artisan goods, the expansion allows you to sell all your agricultural products efficiently and profitable on the market. Right, fair enough. So it looks like it's going to take most things. Oh, that's all right. Right, next up is Robert's Garage. This is by David, 10.92 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and sheds. As you can well imagine, it's Robert's shed. Well, to be fair, once you've bought it, does that then make it your shed? So this really should be Andy's shed. Alright, just saying, 50 grand to place down, and obviously it's a shed, garage, whatever you want to call it. Nice little animation on the old door stays there. Once you come inside, fair enough, me close the gate behind you, not a problem. Got this little back door, got some lights turn on. There you are, open that door as well. Turn the lights on? Oh yeah. Turn the lights off. Well, the outside lights. Or was it inside? Was it that light there? Oh, it is. It's just a little workbench light. Oh, fair enough. I mean, to be fair, you're not going to store massive amounts of stuff in here, but that's all right, that is. Right, next up is Small Farm Silo. This is by Jugadim, 4.14 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There we are, 20 grand to place down. It's going to hold 150,000 litres. That is all right. So, I mean, for the footprint that it's got, that's not bad. I like that. You know, because some of these silos, and to be fair, the ones you're going to see in a minute, some of them are massive. But that's a little one. I like it, little dinky silo. Now, speaking of massive silos, you've got these, the Lizard Medium Silos Pack. I mean, it says medium, they are rather large anyway. This is by DH Modding, 29.6 megabyte on the download. You're going to find them in the construction menu, and as you can imagine, under buildings and silos. Now, we've got 4 technically different ones. There's 2 different styles, 2 different sizes. So first up, we've got the grain silo there, 5 million litre capacity, and it's got a sort of concrete look to it. We then come up to the next one, which is also the same price, 300 grand for these smaller ones. You then got the brick sides to it. We then come up to the bigger ones, which are going to cost you 450 grand. Same sort of colour scheme, concrete walls on that one, 10 million litre capacity. And then you've got the brick walled one just there. Again, 450 grand, 10 million litre capacity. Now, you come in here like that. There's your loading in point. Fair enough. Obviously, the grain silo is empty. And you come out the back, and there's your taken out point. I mean, for a medium silo, that's still quite large. I mean, it takes up a lot of space. I mean, look, if we go into it like that, we'll zoom out. I mean, look, they've taken up pretty much the whole length of my placeable area over there. Just 4 of them, but alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Hot Herbal Tea. This is by Chemben, 28.91 megabyte on the download, and there's a ton of stuff to this pack. Now, I will say from the outset, I had a little bit of trouble with this one. Not getting it to work, because it works perfectly. The trouble I had was there's something causing a mod conflict. Yeah, on Xbox One, if you're like me, I had something strange happen. I mean, it loaded into 50%, then it got stuck. And I tried it again. I thought it might have been something that come out today that was causing a problem. Tried it again with my usual stuff that I have downloaded on any given map, and it still had the same problem. So I've gone for the bare bones basic of what I could only just manage to live with, and it's worked. It's worked fine. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. But anyway, you're going to find it in the construction menu, and it's a production. I'm going to say industrial park. We'll go with that. So first off, you need your things that are going to grow your stuff. So first off, under greenhouses, you've got the large garden, 5.5 grand to buy. You've also got the large greenhouse, 30 grand to buy. Now obviously you're going to need one or both of these if you really wanted to. They're going to grow the same stuff, but the large garden is going to take water and straw. The large greenhouse is only going to take water. The large garden is a little bit slower. The large greenhouse a little bit faster. So obviously, as you can see where we're going with this, the more you pay, the quicker it gets done. Right, fair enough. Now there is some other growing ingredients. If we come over here and we'll go up into orchards, because we got these two here. We got the linden tree, and we then got the dog rose tree, bush, whatever you want to call it. So obviously they're going to grow linden leaves and dog rose leaves. They're not weeds. They're good. They're good to go. Right. So once you've got your stuff grown and in your pallets at the front, you've then got 2 more options. Well, you've actually got 3, but the next 2 are up here. So under productions and factories, we've got these 2 facilities for drying the leaves. So first off, we've got the old dryer. It's going to cost you 15 grand. And then again, we've got the same as with the greenhouse. We've got the modern dryer. I say a little bit, a lot more expensive, but obviously it's going to get it done quicker. Fair enough. So you can chuck your growthage into there, and then obviously it's going to dry your leaves out for you. Then, once you get your dried leaves on the go, we'll come over to here. We've got this one, which is going to be your herbal tea laboratory. Oh, it sounds like some herbal tea side stuff going on there. So obviously that's going to take your stuff in, and turn it into actual tea leaves itself. Now, we got that one. That's going to cost you 95 grand. Like with the other two sections we've just seen before us, we've got this one here. This is the herbal tea factory. Now, this will take the dried stuff out of those two, or the standard fresh stuff out of those two, and out of those two tree situations over there. So if you really wanted more options, you're going to go for this one. But as with more options and speed comes with a greater price. So it's going to cost you 350 grand. Right, fair enough. Then obviously once you've made all your tea and your stuff, you're going to come over to here, these sell points. Then you got your De Hut's herbal tea just there, market stall. All right, fair enough. And if you think, well, do you know what? I'd like a little bit of little signage, maybe a little statue. So if we come up here and we go to decorations and then others, we got these two here. The De Hut statue, and then we got the De Hut warning sign. And that's your pack. And to be fair, it's if I like tea, like me personally, I do like tea. Not a coffee drinker, Yorkshire tea all the way. So this is great. This is great for me. So obviously you got your garden, your large garden. So your water goes in there, your straw goes in there. Obviously you got your production chain menu just there, and there's your pallets. So in this one, we'll click on that. You can grow mint, peppermint, chamomile, verbena, lemon balm, and thyme. Obviously water and straw go in. That means it's going to give you 4 leaves per 1 water, 1 straw. Right, got you, no problem. We then come to the greenhouse. This only requires water. You then got the production chain menu just in there. So slightly different recipe. Obviously it's only going to need water and you're going to get more out of it. So rather than having 4 coming out of the large garden, you're going to have 6 coming out of the greenhouse, and you're only going to need to put water in. But again, obviously it costs more to start with. And then you've got your pallet spawn point at the side with a variety of different, what's that one? Chamomile, thyme, verbena, peppermint, mint, and then lemon balm on the end. Now, there is one thing that it says on the website, is that if you've gone for a large garden, great, attractively priced, no problem. But you will need to mulch the vegetation. So, I'm going to give it a go. Gonna got myself a mulcher. Let's see what it's all about. So, we'll come over there like that. There we are. Alright, lower it down, turn it on. It's, doesn't seem to be doing anything, to be fair. What if we just randomly reverse over something? It's doesn't seem to be doing much at all, but alright. Maybe that's something that's maybe lost in translation or something like that. But what you can do with these gardens is you come over here like that. You then get the option, action open tunnel. You can cover them up during the winter. You can cover them all up. That is ace. I like that. Right. So you've got those done. That's your greenhouses. You come to your trees over here. Now we've got the first one. And obviously that's going to be water going in at that point. You've got your pallet spawn point. And then you've got your pallets just there. The linden tree. Now you're going to need the recipes just there. So 1 water in, 5 linden out. Jobs are good 'em. You then got your, was it dog face? Dog rose. There you are. Now you got your production chain menu there. Your pallet spawn point is here. And then you sort of, there's no icon for the trigger, but it's sort of like around this side. And you get the thing pop up for your water, so no problem. There's your rose hip in a pallet. Jobs are good 'un. Right, so you've made all your stuff. That's great. You've got your leaves and your pallets. You can bring them over with a forklift truck, or you can just have them distributed. No problem. They're going to come straight here. So first up, we've got the old dryer. We've got a few pallets on the go. So what's that one? We've got dried mint, peppermint, verbena, chamomile. What's this one here? Dried lemon balm, thyme, linden, and then rosehip. So that's your pallets of dried stuff. Now obviously you've got your production chain menu just there. So you're going to have all your stuff going in. So obviously your fresh stuff going in. 200 to 150. Obviously, you're losing a little bit in the drying situation. Obviously, that's what happens. You lose a little bit of water in it all. Yeah, chuck it in there, pallet spawn point there. And obviously, if you go for the more expensive version, you're going to get the same pallets coming out. That doesn't change, but obviously, you're going to get them out a little bit quicker. And we'll open up that. Little bit of a factory on the go. Ah, why not? Just for decoration, mind you. And you got your pallet spawn point, which is just there. Obviously, loading in point, production chain menu. So the same sort of things going in, the same recipe coming out, but obviously on the old cycle count, you've got 72 a month on the old one and then 144 on the new one. So you're going to get double the amount coming out. Right, so once we've done that, once we've grown our stuff, dried it, we're then going to take it over to the next level. We're going to make some tea bags at the laboratory. Oh, why not? That's got to be an ace name. We've even got this sign here, which I think's ace. A little bit of a flow chart for you. You know, you get that from, you get stuff there from there, that from there. It goes into there, and out comes your tea bags. And then obviously sell it off. Great. So you got your production chain menu there. You got your pallet spawn point just there. And just like the carpentry building that it's based on, your loading in point goes around the back. And then once you come over here, we'll go in the laboratory, see what those scientists are up to. So we've got your mint herbal tea. Obviously, that's going to use your mint. You got your thyme tea. You got your lover's mint herbal. So that requires 2. That requires peppermint and mint. That's 2 mints. All right, fair enough. Sweet Dreams is going to need, what is it? Lemon balm, verbena, and chamomile. You then got Dahut's herbal tea. So that's going to use, where is it? So that's going to require linden, verbena, all sorts. Dried peppermint, chamomile, and rosehip. And that's your lot. That's your lot on those. I mean, that Dahut's, that's going to need the most. I mean, if you think, actually, do you know what? I don't want to dry the stuff. I don't fancy getting the old scientists on the go. GM food's not really good for you. Entirely up to you. You just go and buy this. You just bring your fresh stuff straight in. You chuck it in there like that. And you just process it into pallets. Right here. Why not? Why not indeed? So this one is obviously going to have the same recipes. You got your mint teas, your herbals, your bow time, your mint, your sweet dreams. But obviously you've got 2 different options. So you've got a fresh version and you've got a dried version. So the fresh version is actually going to give a different recipe. So 50 of each going in and you get 150 out. The dried version, 50 of each going in, you get 200 out. So it might actually be worth your while drying it in the first place. Just saying. And that's your pallets of tea at the end. What we got there? It's got Sweet Dreams. We've got Dahut's herbal tea. That's the one. That's the one that requires all the stuff. Fair enough. And again, you got a little flow chart sign on the end. And then we'll spin it back round. We got our little goat statue just there. Why not? Passage Dahut. And then we'll come around here like that. And we've got our market stall. So obviously once you sell it, once you've made it all, come and sell it at the market stall. Jobs are good. Now, whilst we're on about the market stall, let's have a look. See what prices we're sort of getting on this new product. So we'll come down here like that. So first off, we got the actual stuff itself, the leaves. So we can sell it at the herbal tea factory, at the market stall, modern dryer, old dryer, and the sell everything container by Schultz Modding. Oh, you really can sell everything at that container. That's ace. Now, the actual leaves themselves, they're not that great. Although, to be fair, you are only putting potentially water, maybe a bit of straw in anyway. So it's not really that much of an effort. And then once you come down to the dried stuff, it starts getting a little bit better. So 400 per 1,000 litres. Well, on the time anyway. I mean, the chamomile, yeah, there's sort of 100, 120. Yeah, we're carrying on. That's not that great. And then once we get down to the tea itself, 3 grand. 3,200 for that one. And what about the old Dahut's there? 7. That's the one to go for. I mean, to be fair, don't get me wrong. You are going to have to put like 3 or 4 different tea leaves in there. And you're going to get like 7 odd grand out. But, Not bad at all, not bad at all. I mean, if you want to be your latest tea mogul, you want to become the new Yorkshire tea, that's my favourite anyway. Yeah, go get this mod. Right, next up is the Rootster 604 Premium DLC. This is by Jogadim, 11.29 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this under Beat Technology. Now, you don't need the premium DLC to use this, because come out of there, you can see you can do sugar beet with it. But obviously, if you want to do carrots, red beets, and parsnips, you will need that DLC. So, all right, fair enough. So you're going to find this under Beat Technology, 8,000 litre capacity, 185 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 3 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 90 grand to buy. The only option is to change your main colour, so we'll go for that, like it shows on the website. Fair enough. Obviously, it's a pull behind. That's all right, that is. Now, there is a note on the website. It says to harvest sugar beet, it is still necessary to use the bulb harvester to cut the foliage. So, like the horn topper, that sort of thing. You're going to need that on the front of your vehicle. But, yeah, I mean, 3 metre working width. Again, if you're doing small farming shenanigans, this should do you nicely. Right, next up is Small Animal Trailer. This is by Slycliffe and Vauxhall. 10.86 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Animal Transport. It's a little. I wouldn't have said you could get an animal in there, well, a pig or a sheep or something like that. But apparently, you can get 1 cow or 2 pigs or 2 sheep. That cow's going to be pending. It is, let's face it. It's going to cost you £1,000, so it doesn't cost you that much. That's all right. Main colour is going to be any one of those. Does the frame. Design colour is going to do the woodwork. And then your rim colour is obviously going to do your rims. Yeah, I mean, if you've got the odd animal you want moving around, this will sort you out nicely. Right, next up is the JD Grapple Bucket. This is by MacTrucker921, 3.08 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under Front Loader Tools. Now, it starts off with a 1,500 litre capacity, 2.5 grand to buy. This is where it gets a little bit jazzy, because you've got the option, add a grapple? Yes or no? I mean, why not? I mean, it's just having a little having a little dance around the shop. All right, fair enough. Go on, dance for me, baby. Dear, oh dear. You then got the option of add. Hold on, it's still going. You finished? We finished now. Right, okay, fair enough. Add a shovel teeth, short, long, or nothing. All right, fair enough. We'll add the long ones on, why not? Manufacturer decals, you got John Deere, Case IH, Fendt, Kubota, Lizard, or back to John Deere. Attach a type, so you can have it for your front loader, your skid steer loader, or your front loader. Discharge speed, standard, fast, or standard. So if you've got it on fast, it's literally just going to dump it out all in one go. And we then come down to capacity. So 1,500 litres as standard. Unrealistic, 25,000 litres in a bucket. I mean, to be fair, right, if you took that off, right, and you took off the long teeth, 25,000 litres in a bucket that size, that is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Right, we'll put those back on, because you got your main colour. Oh, indeed. Right, what should we go for? Oh, it's got to be some gold. Just... It's a golden bucket with 25,000 litre capacity. Grapple colour, we'll go with something a little different, just so it stands out. We'll go for blue. Does those bits? And then you got your trim colour. We'll go for red. No, that wasn't red. There you are, that's red. It's going to do that framework at the top. Oh, that says golden bucket grapple, 25,000 litre capacity. That is awesome. Right, next up is the Rhino Agro Limited Edition Pack. This is by Calaruga Modding Design and Rhino Agro. 16.74 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find them under Slurry Tankers. That's a great name. Rhino Agro. Oh, I like that. That is this could have just become my favourite slurry tank, just for the name, to be fair. 8,000 litre capacity on the CTR8, 90 horsepower requirement from your tractor, 10 metre working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 22.5 grand to buy. The only option is wheel setup, standard 2. It is what it is. Now, if you're thinking 8,000 litres, maybe I want a little bit more, just a touch more. Well, they've got a slightly bigger one, the CTR10, as the name would suggest, 10,000 litre capacity, 100 horsepower requirement for your tractor, same 10-metre working whip, so obviously it's got the same spout on the back, and same 6 mile an hour working speed. But that being said, so to be fair, I think I prefer the smaller one. Just like the single wheel design. That's ace. So we're sticking with slurry tanks for the next one, because this is the Flegel VFW 10,600. This is by Backy, 4.64 megabyte on the download, and again, you're going to find it under slurry tanks. Now, as you can imagine, with a name like that, 10,600 litre capacity, 85 horsepower requirement for your tractor, 10.4 metre working width, 10 mile an hour working speed, 18 grand. You then got the wheel brands, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, Continental, Mitas, and then back to Trelleborg. There's a couple of different versions on the go. Standard 2. You've got some wides on there. Oh, that's all right. Chunky wide boys on there. Fair enough. You then got bar, yes or no. Puts the bumper bar on the back. There you are. No problem. Fenders, yes or no. And then you've got your rim colour. Yeah, go for some bright green ones. I mean, you'll see them coming down the road. Although that looks ace with those chunky tyres on. Next up is the Telehandler Pack. This is by Just Farming, 18.97 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them, as you can imagine, under telehandlers. So first up, we've got the Manitou with a massive name, the MLT 840 145 PS Plus, because when you put plus in the name, it makes it so much better. 141 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 105 grand. You then got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, then back to Trelleborg. There is some on there. Did they come up with communals on Nokian? No, it's just standard on there. All right, fair enough. You then got exhaust covers, so around the back. So you got without cover, with a cover, or without a cover. You then got fenders, front, yes or no. And then that's your options. Now, if you're thinking, I don't really want a Manitou, I've had one of those before, want something a little different. Well, why not go pick up a New Holland, the TH742 Elite? Oh, is that better than Plus? Is Plus better than Elite, or is Elite better than Plus? Who knows? 146 horsepower engine, 24 mile an hour top speed, 109 grand. Again, you've got your Trelleborg options and Michelin's Continentals on the tyres as well. Exhaust cover, so you've got without, with exhaust cover, and this one's got a grid on it as well. So a little grid on the side. Then obviously you got your front fenders, yes or no. And if you're thinking, well, you don't want a Manitou or a New Holland. You know, you've had enough of both of them. All right, fair enough. What about a Farsin? The 6.26 Classic 52. Now, Classic 52. They say that about Coca-Cola. The Classic's better. Is it? All right, fair enough. A little bit smaller on the horsepower. This one, 69 horsepower. Nice. And it's got an 18 mile an hour top speed, 72 grand. And then you've got your options again. So in this one, we've got aeration. What's aeration? Oh, it's got that. It's got aircon on it. Oh, fair enough. Why not get a bit of aircon? You don't want to be getting too sweaty in the field. And you obviously got your front fenders, yes or no. Now, these are ace. I mean, obviously, telehandler, it's got its usual shenanigans on the go. You know, you got your telehandler movements, whatever. That's all right. You then press Y. Got seat steering wheel. So if we do LB and right stick left and right, you can tilt your seat back. That's all right. We then do LB and RB together and right stick up and down. You can move your seat forward or back. RB on its own and right stick up and down. Then tilt your steering wheel. And then we go press Y again. It does the doors. Open the doors. Yeah, no problem. Job's a good one. Then press Y again. We'll go to exterior. Now you got your mirrors on that one on LB and right stick left and right. That's great. Then RB right stick left and up and down. No, left and right. There we are. Does the other mirror. And then we do LB and RB together. And I've never seen this on a telehandler before. Seen it on plenty of tractors and harvesters. LB and RB together, if you're on Xbox like me, up and down. It opens it all up. Oh, that's ace. I've seen that on a telehandler before. Not in this game anyway. So if you want to come down and, you know, fix up your vehicle, give a little bit of a service, that sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, you could be running a shop, that sort of thing. That is ace. And then once you're done, ready for the customer to pick it up, close it all up, drive it out of the shop, away you go. Oh, that is awesome. The last mod for the day is the Steyr Profi Tier 4B MY18. This is by Austria Modding, 26.54 megabyte on the download, and as you can imagine, you're going to find it under tractors, and the small ones at that. So 145 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, 120 grand. It does come with 9 grand optional extras, and it's sort of like all the bells and whistles, to be fair. You then got the option of the engine setup, so 145 is standard. You then go for a CVT gearbox with that. 155 with a power shift, 155 with a CVT, 169, nice, with a power shift, and then with a CVT gearbox, 175 power shift and CVT, and then manual power shift. Hold on, we've got manual power shift there. We then got CVT with 175, back to manual power shift with a 175 horsepower engine. It's like two exactly the same setups. And then we've got another CVT with 175, and then back to the original. We've got like four ones with a 175 horsepower engine. There's like 2 gearboxes between them, but all right, fair. It is what it is. We'll carry on. You then got the option of wheel brands: Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Raderstein, Nokian, and then back to Trelleborg. You've got the usual shenanigans on the go. Some wide tyres. We've got any doubles in there? Narrows. Oh, that's a little bit of a snazzy one. Rear with a narrow twin on the back. Weird twins, they are. All good. All good. Now you've got your monitor. Yes or no. Now it comes as standard. But, and I'll say this as a but, you put no, it takes 4 grand off of your price. That is all right. I mean, normally they just like go 0 or whatever. It takes 4 grand off. That's ace. Front fenders. Yes or no. Again, if you go for no, it takes off 1100. That's all right. Auxiliary working lights. We've got front and back. So they're just below the normal headlights. Well, sort of like just above the front wheels there on the frame. You then got the old no. Got them on the front. Spin it around the back. Then got them on the back. And then back to front and back. Now again, save yourself a grand by not having them. That's all right. Beacon lights. So we've got right, none. Left, right, and none. Well, both. Again, you can save yourself a money there as well. Front mounting. So, this is interesting because obviously this is going to cost you 9 grand to have the standard front hydraulics with front PTO. You then go for standard front hydraulics without a PTO for 5 grand. Howard front hydraulics with PTO. Howard front hydraulics without PTO. Standard front hydraulics with front PTO. So you could really, that being said, the cheapest one, it's 4 grand, right? And you've got to have something there. You don't have a choice. So the cheapest one's 4 grand. So that should be 0, and the base price is more expensive, or is that just me? All right, fair enough. Fuel tank capacity 263 litres or 218. Save yourself 92. You then got front loader attacher, quickie, Hauer, or nothing. You then come to your main colour. Oh. Here we are with some gold. Oh, why not? Design colour is going to be those bits, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. This looks ace. Obviously, I've got doors that open, that's great, but it's a gold Steyr tractor. Oh, why wouldn't you want to go with that? That looks brilliant. I mean, keep a little bit of, white on the front, break it up a little. That looks awesome, just glinting in the sun. Oh, I like that. So we've got a few updates as well. We've got Fueling 2K23 by Cassie, and it says you don't necessarily need a new save. We've got Bergen Landkreis Light by Note82 and Otti Petley No Modding. Now that doesn't need a new save, so that's all right. We've got the Gumpin Megafield and Forest Map by Beeman. That does need a new save. We've got the John Deere X9 2020 US and EU versions by Sid Modding. We've got the Kemper Pack by Gorzniak. Got the Avant series by ITS. Got the Castronka by Gamer Samo. Got the Schluter 2500 by ADOB Modding ABP Team. Got the FTG FB90D by Rinvis. Got the Ponzi Bison Shuttle by HR Force and Fahrzeugbau. Got the Ponzi Forwarder Pack by HR Force and Fahrzeugbau. Got the Man TGS Pack by HR Force and Fahrzeugbau. Got the AGL series by Nassif Modding and AJ3D. Got the Cotti Manure Pack by HR Force and Fahrzeugbau. Got Garage 28 by 11 by 750 Ti Modding and Michael LS. We've got the seasonal tent by Zagorniak.